Tech and Gaming Reviews here, back again with another video. This time, this has got a lot of people really mad at a company right now, including us. And yes, we're talking about Ubisoft because we have got a lot to show you guys. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird, I know, with the way that we're going to be showing you about the CEO and all the stuff that's going on with Ubisoft right now, about the way that you own, well, I should say, do not own your games, and your games have to be officially getting taken away from you. Exactly what the CEO of Ubisoft has actually said. So, Tech and Gaming Reviews here. Hope you like this video. If you could, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and be sure to leave us your thoughts down in the comment section down below. So, Dreamcast Guy is a really big YouTuber that I have been a very big supporter of for over the last several years, and his video that he made yesterday is the way that we're going to show you the tweets that, I should say, from X, that used to be called Twitter, till Elon Musk, I think, bought it and changed the name and whatnot. Now, we don't really have that, so this is the only way we could show you the tweets that Dreamcast Guy showed up, and it is completely just, like, horrible. It's terrible. Like, honestly, I think that the CEO of Ubisoft should instantly get fired. So, let's show you the tweets and also a few people's response, because it's going to be interesting. Alright, so here is a video from Dreamcast Guy that we're not literally going to play the video, but we're going to have a few different spots of some of the tweets that he shared from the CEO and the people's response. So the first one, that, as you can see, that starts right here, it says, Ubisoft CEO fought back against Stop Killing Games, which is something that is in the continent over in Europe that is basically getting people to sign signatures to basically stop these developers from taking the games, or I should say, the higher up executives, like this guy, for an example, that just personally thinks like, yeah, you buy the game, we still get to keep your money, but you only have a limited time to play it if it's 20 years, 15 years, and all that, and it's just so sickening. But it says, claiming all live service games had to end eventually. So he's literally mentioning just live service, and then in a way basically mentioning all games in general and saying, yeah, all of our games are live service, even if they're single player experience, hey, they're still live service. That's how he's putting this quote. You provide a service, but nothing is written in stone, and at some point the service may be discontinued. Nothing is eternal. So he's trying to say, like, okay, we will eventually stop supporting this game, and then once we do, hey, sorry, you can't play it offline or play the single player game. Now, there's a game that I absolutely really love, and it's one of the only good games that Ubisoft has made in the recent years, and you could literally play that game literally offline. It is an open world first person RPG, I think it is, but it is called, the game is Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Like, you could play that game with a buddy as co-op that it is. You could play with your friend co-op wise of the storyline, or you could play it by yourself. And that's a game that I think should be, like, fine offline. If, say, like, in the next 5 or so years, they're like, yeah, we have to shut down the service, that game should be playable offline. Now, if that game, they, in the future decide to say, hey, you can't play that no more, that's when I'll be really, really mad. Because I love Frontiers of Pandora. I think it is a fabulous game, one of the best overall graphical fidelity looking current generation games ever, and not just that, it's just really fun to explore the nice, wonderful Avatar world, go hunt, go do stuff. It's just really awesome, and it's a survival also type of game as well. But now we're going to move on down to this part with some of the people's response. And this guy says, notice how he says service instead of game. True. It's what he mentioned. He just explained the problem. He is the problem. Exactly. He's 100% correct. Now the next one, it says players never ask for games as a service. They ask for games. Yes, that's what we ask for. We don't want this, online first person blah 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 shooter, first person freaking open world adventure battle royale game or whatever. We don't ask for stuff like that because we already got that stuff. When it comes to battle royale, you have Warzone, you have Fortnite, you have Apex Legends, and you have PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I think that should be the only games that we should have when in terms of battle royale. That should be just those games. Okay, live service games, alright. You got Helldivers 2. That's also going to be coming to Xbox. That's already on PC too. You got Helldivers 2, is a really good live service. You got Rainbow Six Siege, also a good live service. You got Call of Duty in a way, also good live service. And also, more than likely, GTA 6 when it comes out for the online, that's going to be. And I think that should be the only type of games we should have. Minus Battlefield and a couple other like first-person shooters that's really popular. But honestly, that's what it should be. It's just these developers just absolutely love to copy the other developer because they're like, oh, they're going to make so much money. Well, we better do the same thing so that way we can make all the money. And then they do it, and it just ends up hurting them. Like if you look at Concord almost a year ago, in August of last year, game was a live service. Didn't even last 2 weeks. It flopped miserably. Because you know why? People wasn't going to pay $40 for something that is very similar that they could get for free. So that is why it flopped. So, moving on to the next one. And this is coming from The Verge. Dexerter, or whatever you pronounce his name. But he says, Ubisoft claims that putting microtransactions in single-player games like Assassin's Creed Shadows makes them more fun to play. No, dog. No. That's him literally talking out of his ass. Like, they don't make them more fun to play. Like, why should you pay to play a single-player game to get, upgrades or whatever stuff like that just to have fun? Like, you play the game to earn it, to experience the story, and then earn those upgrades as you progress through the game. Not immediately pay money and then have it right then and there, because then you could just go through the freaking game like no other. That does not make games fun to play. Like, for example, I'm playing The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered on the PlayStation 5, and every so now and again, you have to upgrade your guns at a, I forget what they call it, a table upgrade center or something like that. You have to upgrade your guns, but if this is actually true, then he's saying that people can actually just go ahead and upgrade all of their guns through either Ellie, I should say, I don't know why I said Elliot, but they could just upgrade their guns on the first upgrade station with Ellie and as well as Abby. And then you would just go grab them supplies for absolutely nothing. Like, that don't make the game fun. You're supposed to experience the game, grab the essentials and the upgrade tools that you need as you play through the game, then you upgrade, and then you get powerful later on. Not just immediately get powerful and then just go ahead and wipe through the whole game while also not searching for the stuff. Like, that's not what makes games fun. Like, So this is a crock of shit that he is saying right here. So, and then it continues on and says, they argue it's because players can progress more quickly if they pay for boosters. And see, that's what we're talking about. Games are not fun just by paying for the upgrades literally from the start and then just going through the game immediately. Like, you could literally do all that stuff. Like for The Last of Us, if you could literally pay for the upgrades for all your weapons, you could literally play The Last of Us Part 2 remastered on PS5 or even PlayStation 4 version of it. You could literally play it on the hardest difficulty and it would just be simply like an easy difficulty. And then at that point it'd be like, well, what the heck is even the point of playing on easy or playing on hard if it's just going to be simply easy because you got all the guns powerful enough, all fully upgraded. You see, that's not how games are supposed to be played. So he's a crock of shit. Now we're moving on, and somebody said, shared this tweet and said, even when they're on the verge of dying as a company, Ubisoft inability, I don't know how to pronounce that there for a second, to read the room is utterly astronomy to me. Astronaut, I don't know how to pronounce that word to me. So I get what this guy is saying. Then we go to the response. He says Ubisoft is a company that deliberately puts out shitty, unfun slogs like Assassin's Creed Shadows, like Star Wars Outlaws, and with the express purpose of squeezing money out of people who just want to get through the game faster. F them. They're always on the cutting edge of all the terrible stuff in the industry. CEO was like the first you don't own the games you paid for, guys, as well as a big fan of AI shit. So this just makes perfect sense, literally. The guy just is absolutely like, he's a crock of shit. He's literally a fucking crock of shit. Like, sitting there saying, oh, microtransactions make games better. Oh, people like not owning their games. The guy needs to be fired. That is the why. He's probably the reason why Ubisoft is not making good games right now. And probably it's just too busy worrying on profit, money, and all of this, squeezing every bit of money they can out of people. He is definitely the reason. Like that one guy said, he is the problem. So, ain't no wonder Ubisoft is literally going downhill, like draining so quickly. It's because the CEOs like him. That's exactly what this issue is. So, don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. But honestly, the guy needs to get fired. There's no way in hell he should be running a business like that if all he's going to say is stuff like that of not owning your games and people like microtransactions and the games have to get taken away from you at some point. No, he's a fucking crock of shit. So, hope you enjoyed that angry rant video. If you could, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll keep you posted with more content like this going forward. And let us know in the comment section down below on how you feel about the CEO sitting here telling everybody that you will like not owning your games and the games have to immediately get taken away from you at some point, and then saying that microtransactions people love for making the games fun. Let us know what your thoughts are of this CEO at Ubisoft in the comment section down below. Tech and gaming reviews, rate, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later on the next one. Gosh.